Good day, everyone. Today we're going to discuss measures of central tendency and measures of dispersion or variability in ungrouped data. So let's start with the measures of central tendency. Our objective is to learn how to find measures of central tendency in a set of raw data. Relevance, to be able to calculate the most appropriate measure of a center after analyzing the context of a study that might or might not contain extreme values. Central values, one number, many times one number is used to describe the entire sample or population. Such a number is called an average. Tandaan ninyo there are many ways to compute an average. Hindi lang hindi lang si mean. Okay? Tandaan nyo, pag sinabing measures of central tendency, yun yung way ng pag-compute ng average. So, there are three values that are considered measures of the center, or there are three values or ways in computing an average. Number one is the mean, the second is median, the third is the mode. Okay? Mean is the arithmetic average with which you are the most familiar. Yun yung ginagamit niyo para i-compute yung average, yung general average ninyo. Kapag gusto niyo malaman if with honors, with high, or with highest kayo, or pasok ba kayo sa honor roll, ito yung ginagamit ninyo. The mean or the arithmetic average. So that is x bar equal to the sum of all x over the number of x, or the sample size, or the class size. So, ito yung formula natin. We have x bar equal to the summation of x over n, where n again is the number of x or the sample size, or kung ilan yung pinag-add ninyo. Okay? So, as we progress in this course, there will be different symbols that represent the same thing. The only difference is that one comes from a sample and one comes from a population. For example, we have here a sample mean and the population mean. Sa sample mean rather, ang ginagamit natin is the x bar. And for population, that is mu. Okay? So, we have here a rounding rule. Round answers to one decimal place more than the number of decimal places in the original data. For example, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. A sample answer or average ng data na to is 4.1. Okay. So, it's better, okay din naman if 2 decimal or 3 decimal. Pero kasi, di ba, nagkakaroon kasi ng variation sa final answer sometimes dahil doon sa decimal places natin. So, para mas madali, punta tayo sa 1 decimal. And take note, yung katabi niya is consider natin. For example, we have 5.293. So, ang nangyayari doon is magiging 5.3 or 5.30. Since 1 decimal places tayo, settle tayo kay 5.3. Now, let's have an example. We have this 4, 3, 8, 9, 1, 7, and 12. Bibilangin natin yan, ang total or ang class size natin is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Now, yung 7 na yun yung magiging class size or n natin. And using the formula, we have the x bar or the sample mean equal the summation of x over n. Summation of x ay yung, of course, the sum nung pinag-add natin na data. So, 4 plus 3 plus 8 plus 9 plus 1 plus 7 plus 12 divided by 7. Okay? So, the sum is 44. And again, sample size is equal to 7. 44 divided by 7 is equal to 6.29. So, the answer is 6.3. Ngayon, kung nahihirapan kayo sa 1 decimal, pwede naman tayo mag-settle sa 2 decimal. Okay? Hindi naman ibig sabihin na nag 2 decimal or nag 3 decimal places kayo is mali na. Nagkakaroon lang talaga ng variation kasi. Pero, di ba, meron tayong tinatawag na accuracy and precision. Pag sinabing accurate, yung exact value nakuha natin. For example, 7 or 6.29. For example, 6.29. So, that is the accurate na value or exact value na kailangan natin. Now, pag precision, pwedeng 6.287, pwedeng 6.289, 6.28 ay 293. So, malapit siya doon sa exact value na kailangan natin. And hindi ibig sabihin nun mali na siya. Okay? So, next, another example. Find the mean of the following numbers. We have 23, 25, 26, 29, 39, 42, and 50. Bibilangin ulit natin yung n. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ang sample size natin or ang class size natin is equal to 7. And that's the n. Okay. Kunin natin yung sum. Pag-add natin yung data natin, 23 plus 25 hanggang kay 50. So, the sum is equal to 234. And divided by 7, the answer is 33.4. Okay? So, again, hindi ibig sabihin na ang nakuha ninyo is 33. Kunwari lang naman, no? 33.41 or 33.38. Kung nakuha nyo siya dahil doon sa maybe pagkakaiba ng calculators, pagkakaiba kung paano natin sinunod. Kasi may instances na ganun. Pero dito kasi exact naman yan na lumabas. So, 234 divided by 7 is equal to 33.4. Kahit itry natin siya sa calculator, okay, pag ang lalabas doon is 33.428571. So, yun yung nakuha natin. Now, kunin natin yung kunin natin yung 3. Sabihin natin kukunin natin yung 3 decimal places. So, we have 4, 2, 8. Yun yung sinagot niyo, for example. Or yun yung nakuha ninyong sagot. Now, hindi ibig sabihin mali yun. Okay. Pwedeng ang gawin natin doon is 2 decimal, magiging 33.43. Or, yes, pwede rin naman itong 1 decimal places. That's 33.4. Kasi kung i-round up din naman natin si 0.43 or 0.428, 0.40 ang kakalabasan nyo. Okay, or 0.4. Okay? Okay, so median. Next is the median. The middle number in an ordered set of numbers. Divides the data into two equal parts. So, take note ha, the middle number in an ordered set of numbers. Ibig sabihin, kailangan yung data natin is in order. It's either lowest to highest or highest to lowest. Kayo nang bahala. Pero mas madali kasi yung lowest to highest talaga. So, add number in set. It falls exactly on the middle number. Kunwari, we have 7. So, ano yung nasa gitna nun? 4. Diba? 1, 2, 3, tapos 5, 6, 7. Ang nasa gitna is 4. Fourth in position. So, yun yung magiging middle number or yung magiging median natin. Kapag even number naman, it falls in between the two middle values in the set. So, you have to find the average of the two middle values. So, let's have an example here. So, find the median. We have 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8. Una, tatandaan is arrange in order. So, we have 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Lowest to highest yan. And then, we have 5 as our sample size or class size. Ibig sabihin, odd. So, yung nasa gitna niya, which is 4, yun na yung magiging median natin. Next, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, and 10. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, dalawa ang nasa gitna. Kasi even, no? Even yung class size natin. Even number yung class size natin. So, dalawa yung nasa gitna. This is 8 at saka yung 9 natin. Now, kukunin natin yung average nun. So, that's 8 plus 9 divided by 2. So, 8 plus 9 is equal to 17. And 17 divided by 2 is equal to 8.5. Yung 8.5 na yan yung magiging median natin. Tandaan ninyo, huwag nyo siyang gagawing whole number. Kung anong lumabas, kung whole number siya, kung decimal siya, yun na yun. Yun yung ilalagay ninyo. Okay? Next, we have the number that occurs most often or the most frequent number sa set of data. So, here's my suggestion. You sort the numbers to make it easier to see the grouping of the numbers. Mas maganda kung ang gagawin ninyo is lowest to highest. Okay? Lowest to highest. With that, ma-identify nyo agad kung ilan yung 6, for example, ilan yung 5, ilan yung 35, ilan yung 36, ma-identify nyo agad kung kung saan yung naulit na part. So, pwedeng single number for the mode. Pwedeng isa lang naman. Pwedeng walang mode or more than one number. So, you can have a single number for the mode or no mode or more than one number. Tandaan ninyo, kapag walang naulit, no, kasi 'di ba it should be the most frequent number. Pero kung wala namang naulit, o di wala tayong mode. Okay? So, find the mode for this two examples. For letter A, that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, wala namang naulit. So, we have no mode. And letter B, we have 4, 4, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9. Ayan, kagaya ng sinabi ko, mas maganda kung i-arrange natin siya in order. Yan, makikita agad natin na dalawa si 4, dalawa si 6, and dalawa din si 9. So, we have 4, 6, and 9. And tandaan ninyo ha, kung ano yung pinaka naulit, yung pinakamarami, yun na yung magiging mode natin. Kunwari, naging 4 or naging 3 yung 4 natin dito. So, we have, halimbawa lang naman, we have 3, 4, we have 2, 6, we have 2 na 9. So, ibig sabihin ng mode natin is 4. Hindi natin pipiliin si 6 at saka si 9. Kasi dalawang beses lang sila and si 4 ay 3. Okay? Pero sa case na to, lahat yan tagdadalawa. So, we have 4, 6, and 9. Hindi kasama si 7 at hindi kasama si 8. Okay. So, meron tayong trimodal or meron tayong tatlong mode. Next is the measures of dispersion or measures of variability. The measure of the spread or variability. No variability, no dispersion. So, measures of variation, we have 3. There are 3 values used to measure the amount of dispersion or variation, the spread of the group. Number 1 is range. Number 2 is variance. Number 3 is standard deviation. Let's start with the range. Find the range of the data set. We have 40, 30, 15, to 100, 37, 24, and 99. And yung range natin is equal to the difference of the highest value and the lowest value. Dito makikita ninyo, ang ating highest value is 100 and the lowest is 2. Ang gagawin natin is subtract lang natin or pag-minusin or kunin natin yung difference nila. So, it's 100 or highest value minus lowest value. 100 minus 2, the range is equal to 98. Ganun lang po siya kadali. Next is the deviation from the mean. The deviation from the mean, x minus the x bar or x minus the mean, is the difference between the value of x and the mean x bar. So we base our formulas for variance and standard deviation on the amount that they deviate from the mean. So we will use the shortcut formula. Gamitin natin to instead yung nakalagay sa book ninyo na summation of x minus mean quantity squared over n minus 1. So, instead na yun yung gamitin natin, ito na lang, para hindi masyadong marami yung table na gagamitin natin. Para pagdating sa exam, hindi kayo mauubusan ng oras. Ganito lang yun kadali. Mukhang complicated yung formula natin, pero madali lang naman yun. Para hindi na tayo magma-minus isa-isa. Tandaan ninyo, no, sabi dito, it's the division from the mean ng x minus the mean. So, ibig sabihin, ma-minus natin, every data, i-minus natin siya doon sa mean natin. So, diba, nakakaubos siya ng oras. So, ito na lang yung gamitin natin if ever na meron tayong ganito na i-solve sa exam natin. Okay? So, let's have this one. Standard deviation. The standard deviation is simply the square root of the variance. I-square root lang natin ito. Okay? Tapos yun na yung standard deviation natin. Square root lang natin yung makukuha nating variance. So, next, let's have an example. Find the variance. Gamitin natin yung formula kanina. So, ibig sabihin, ito lang yung kailangan natin kunin na data. Kasi kung gagamitin natin yung sa original, yung nasa book na na formula, magkakaroon tayo ng 1, 2, 3, actually 4, no? 4 na table. Ito, pwedeng dalawa lang siya. So, let's have this one. The x, sulat lang natin yung mga data natin. 6, 3, 8, 5, 3. Yung nakasulat na sa taas. Tapos, i-square natin isa-isa. 6 squared, 36. 3 squared is 9. And so on. And then, kunin natin yung sum. Summation of x is 25. Pinag-add lang natin yung x scores natin. Tapos, summation of x squared is equal to 143. Again, pinag-add lang natin yung x squared scores natin. Then, proceed na tayo agad sa formula. tandaan yun, yan lang yung kailangan natin. Hindi na kailangan yung apat na table. So, we have this one. So, s squared or variance is equal to the summation of x squared minus summation of x quantity squared minus over n rather. Tandaan niyo na ang x squared, ang x natin, ang x summation ng x natin ay 25, ang summation ng x squared ay 143. So substitute lang natin 'yan. And yun, ang n natin is 5 kasi 5 yung data natin. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Kaya yan yung n or sample size natin. Substitute na natin. So, summation of x squared again minus the summation of x quantity squared over n minus 1. So, we have 143 minus 25 squared over 5. So, square muna natin ito na 25 squared, tapos tsaka natin divide sa 5. Okay, so 143 minus 125. Itong 125 na to is nakuha dito sa 25 squared, tapos divided by 5. So, 143 minus 25 divided by 4. Bakit naging 4 ito? Kasi we have n minus 1 or 5 minus 1. Okay? So, 143 minus 125 divided by 4 is equal to 18 over 4. And the answer is equal to 4.5. So, yun na mismo yung lalabas sa calculator. Next, for the standard deviation. For the standard deviation, ayan, the standard deviation is the square root of the variance. Simple lang, kukunin lang natin yung square root ng 4.5 or yung na-compute natin kanina. So, standard deviation is equal to the square root of 4.5 equal to 2.12. And yan na yung value ng standard deviation natin. Okay? So, I hope it's clear. Ito lang po ang measures of central tendency and measures of dispersion or variability. That's all, and God bless you everyone.